This was what I was sent. I don't even know. Sorry, I don't know which way this goes.
Somebody stole my fucking ring!
Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm your host, JohnnyRogers, and you're watching the #1 tea-spilling entertainment news show on the internet. In today's video, we'll be breaking down a bunch of celebrities that just got a little too close to their fans. Some good, some not so good. But first, if you happen to be new here and you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad. Now without any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities that got too close to fans. In at number 10, Colleen Ballinger. Colleen has said before that she has always tried to directly engage with her fans, and due to the nature of how open she is about her life, sometimes she shares too many intimate details with them. Due to her cultivating this very young audience and naming a fan as the head of her fan club, Colleen started being accused of grooming a child. The claim comes after Ballinger gave away lingerie during a live stream that she had purchased but never worn. Colleen went on to explain her apology video that when taken out of context, she understands why this would make her look like a terrible person. With no context, you just see a 30-year-old sending underwear to a 13-year-old boy. Very inappropriate, but as Colleen stated in her video, it was just part of the many strange things that she has sent to her fans in the past. While addressing that in particular, Colleen said that she doesn't know what she was thinking at the time and realizes just how awful this was to do, which just goes to show you how much her Miranda Sings character has really affected her real life and the decisions she was making at the time. In at number 9, Will Forte. Will Forte is best known for being an SNL alumni as well as starring in the hilarious show called Last Man on Earth. While doing some promotional stuff online for the TV show, Will decided to do a Reddit Ask Me Anything. Most of the questions were fairly harmless and inquired about what his favorite SNL sketches were, and there was a lot of people though that oddly enough could wait from a group or two, and just know that I'm judging you. Although one fan asked a very poignant question that applies to this list. However, I wouldn't exactly say that this was Will's fault, but rather a fan's lack of awareness for the situation at hand. A fan named Joe Millard asked, "Hi Will, what has been your oddest fan encounter?" To which Will replied, "Naked guy in the shower asking if I was the guy from SNL and making a point of pointing his penis in my direction as he asked." He really just jutted it out there. Yikes, that had to be a little awkward. Or big awkward. Who knows? In at number 8, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has met a lot of her most dedicated fans over the years, but there's one in particular she probably wouldn't be forgetting anytime soon. While she was in Miami for her Demi World Tour, she put together a meet and greet with some fans. Although it was one of those fans in particular that when it came time to meet their idol, they apparently got really nervous and let a little something slip on Demi. Demi took to Twitter following the event to talk about just how close this fan got with her, and she tweeted, "Just finished a meet and greet, someone legitimately got nervous and farted on me. I guess there's a first time for everything, right?" That's truly something that you could not ever prepare for. Never heard of someone farting when they got nervous, but like Demi said, first time for everything. I mean, sometimes it can be overwhelming meeting your idol or someone you look up to, and we can't blame that poor fan for their uncontrollable bodily functions, but at least Demi was pretty much cool with it. She seemed fine. Still weird. In at number 7, Bill Murray. Bill Murray is legendary now for not only his fourth wall breaking acting style, but just because he will just show up at any function. He's made sudden appearances at people's weddings, he's shown up at random bars in small towns and started bartending, I think with the Wu-Tang Clan one time, and there was even one infamous story where he ate someone's french fries and then told the person, "No one's ever gonna believe you." So whenever you get a video of Bill interacting with a fan, it's treated like gold, as it should be. Perhaps the best time that he got a little too close was with this one diehard fan. I mean, you can tell the poor kid was just so excited to meet his idol that he wasn't even paying attention to where he was walking, and which turned into this. Poor guy. Poor guy, that sucks. Right in front of Bill Murray, too. Ah, God. In at number 6, Justin Bieber. Before Justin Bieber got married to Hailey Baldwin, he was infamous for hooking up with his fans. It became so well known that he would do this, hundreds of fans would just figure out where his hotel was and crowd around the outside, waiting to be chosen. During a Reddit post that had inquired about stories of people that have slept with rock stars, this Bieber story popped up, and upon reading it, I realized just how far Bieber was taking these fan interactions. A user named Molly Moon said, "Summer of 2013, my friends and I met Justin Bieber at a music nightclub in Toronto. One of my friends ended up leaving with Justin and his boys to go back to the Hazelton Hotel. She ended up sleeping with Justin and multiple boys from his crew. There was like 5 girls there and they made them all sign contracts and took away their cell phones. He referred to himself as JB and made everyone sit around and listen to him sing for like an hour while he continuously smoked a shit ton of weed." too funny. I don't know what's worse, the fact that he took away their cell phones or the fact that he made them sit around and listen to him sing. I'm gonna go with the singing part. In number 5, Billie Eilish. It all started earlier this month while Billie was playing at the Austin City Limits. The singer walked through the crowd as adoring fans reached out to her, but by the time that she got back on stage, she realized that her ring was missing.
Somebody stole my fucking ring!
Billie loves getting close with her fans, and she's done multiple meet and greets, especially like on the Ellen Show, but this one had to be a big signifier that maybe she had crossed the line with her fans. Even as she was leaning into the crowd while singing, you can see that a fan grabs her by the neck from behind, which just kind of makes you cringe a little bit. And the worst part though was that someone actually just straight up took her ring off of her finger and she didn't even realize until she got back on stage. Thankfully, she does have some honest fans, and because Billie seemed to not really care that the ring was stolen, they made a concerted effort to find her that ring, and eventually it was returned to her, which is pretty nice of them, all things considered, but I doubt she's gonna be just jumping into crowds again. In at number 4, Emma Watson. For the former Harry Potter star, fan selfies can potentially lead to an unsafe situation. In a 2017 interview with Vanity Fair, the Beauty and the Beast actress opened up about her qualms with fan hysteria in a social media age. She said, "For me, it's the difference between being able to have a life and not. If someone takes a photograph of me and posts it, within 2 seconds, they've created a marker of exactly where I am within 10 meters. She also added that they can see what she's wearing and who she's with. I just can't give that tracking data," she said. Which is a very reasonable thing for her to be concerned about. I never really thought about the logistics of someone simply, taking a photo with a celebrity and then geotagging and posting it to Instagram, but I can see where she's coming from. She also must have had a similar negative interaction after agreeing to take a photo with a fan, though, that kind of caused her to make this decision. Either way, we gotta respect it. She knows when things are going too far. In at number 3, Harry Styles.
Sarah Islis.
Other than getting too close to a fan while on Ellen, Harry Styles has been guilty of sleeping with fans on more than one occasion. However, the hoops that he has to jump through just to be able to do this seem absolutely insane. In one story that I read online, he met a fan while in an ice cream shop, although he had to wait for other fans to leave before he could catch up with the woman and actually speak with her. From there, he had to get his security to bring him around to the back of the hotel so that he could sneak in privately, as the fan that he met at the ice cream shop had to sneak through a crowd of screaming women outside of his hotel room. And it was obviously an exhilarating experience for this lady, but man, oh man, that just seems like a lot of work just to go on a date with one of your adoring fans. Like, at that point, I get why celebrities just date other celebrities, They can both just bring their security team together, have a nice little brunch. No need to deal with screaming fans, you just rent out the restaurant. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. In at number 2, James Franco. The dangerous thing with James Franco interacting with his fans is that he realizes just how famous he is and therefore believes that he can get away with a lot of terrible stuff. For example, the time that he decided to slide into the DMs of a fan that was underage. A girl from a small Scottish town was on a trip to New York City when she ended up getting to meet James Franco at his Broadway show called Of Mice and Men. After tagging him in an Instagram video that is no longer available, James began flirting with her through the app. Lucy didn't believe that it was actually James Franco, so she inquired about proving his identity, which he did with no issue. He did it multiple times, actually. And he was very aggressive with trying to get this fan into his bed, which just really changes the way that you look at him. I mean, asking if he should get a hotel room right after asking if she was single is nuts. Then to see her tell him that she would come back to NYC when she turned 18 only made him persist more, which was really gross and proved that he had crossed the line. Last but certainly not least, on our number 1 spot, Selena. This has to be one of the saddest interactions between a fan and a celebrity. Selena was internationally famous both for her career as a singer in Spanish and in English. Her father and manager had appointed a fan named Yolanda to be the president of Selena's fan club in 1991 after she repeatedly had asked for permission. Maybe this was meant to just make her stop asking, but regardless, it led to a very unfortunate situation. Apparently, Yolanda was stealing money from fans that had paid memberships to be part of the fan club, and multiple people that had to work with her among Selena's entourage regularly complained about her. After Selena's family confronted Yolanda about embezzling over $60,000 worth of money, she lured Selena to a motel room where she would then end up shooting her idol in the back. So it makes sense that a lot of these celebrities are more than hesitant to get involved with their fans, because we've seen some tragedies come from those interactions. And that has been the top 10 celebrities that got too close to fans. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for all of your hard work. If you enjoyed this video, please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us your comments down below with your thoughts on today's list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From Inform Overload, my name is Johnny Rogers, saying until next time, stay classy.